Okay, everybody, this is Joker. My goal with this, I'm going to try to show you guys how easy it is to do the minimum 3 billion damage to get the max rewards out of the Titan level 5. I'm running Americano with Cena. Americano's moveset is triple green. The ankle lock, diving headbutt, diving crossbody, all adding to your red gem damage. His entourage, you want Striker Roxanne for green moves +4. And then the best you can do for red gem damage. I'm running Acro Penta, gives 50%. Striker Haku gives 40. Striker Bunny Rabbit adds 40. And Danhausen adds 50%. For my strap, it's a 100% gem damage strap with 100% added from Fury 3 metals. I have the Hulkamania plate, which if you break 20 gems adds 200% red gem damage. I have the Green Rumble, destroy 30, make 30. I do have both moments. The Money in the Bank 2025 is all gems plus 100%. And the double German suplex WrestleMania 22 moment is red and green gems plus 100% and 50% health, which we really aren't going to need. He's not going to get hit. I do not have his gear, which is red gems plus 550%. So that would be huge if you had his gear. But so we're going to try to... Hogan has 600 billion. We're going to try to wipe him out before he does a fourth big hit. So we're only going to eat 3 big hits to do 600 billion damage. And like I said, I'm going to keep chiming in with how easy it is to do 3 billion, 10 billion, 50 billion, any of those. And also how quick it can go. So let's get started. Make sure we have a green prop to fill his moves. New loading screen's pretty awesome. Alright. Start out with the green prop. And we lose Wi-Fi. Alright, there we go. Okay, he has 600 billion, as you saw. Ankle lock, then the diving headbutt. So the ankle lock move, it adds 15% to red gem damage for each countdown. So we have 40 countdown gems, each one adding 15% to red. It stacks pretty good, pretty fast. That's our first set of turns, and we should be right around 1 billion, a little over. Hot tag with Cena. Doesn't really matter what you do with Cena. I do have a health strap on Cena. Makes it where you don't have to spend as much time trying to heal him to keep him alive. But before 7-star meta, keeping Cena alive was the trick to it. And this is my actual account. This is not a candy store Scopely account or anything like that. This is stuff that just acquired over years of playing. So you can see we've hit our, what move is that? The diving headbutt. We've hit our diving headbutt 3 times, and we've already done over 3 billion damage. So we'll see what we get up to by the Titan's first big hit. We're at basically 5.5. And this is his second hit. So as you can see, it took 1 to 2 minutes to get up to the 3 billion mark, which that's the biggest complaint I hear people give about Titan, is the fact of how long it takes. Well, it depends what you're trying to do, but I can understand. Plus, if you really don't know how to do it correctly, it can take a whole lot longer. And here we are, we're just over 14 billion. Again, with Cena, it don't really matter what you do. Titan's first big hit, it's going to be 85 million or so. All right. So you can see 14 by the first big hit. Now by the second big hit, you'll have an idea of how good Americano is doing. It always surprises me, really. We did 14 billion by his first big hit, and after his third big hit, we're going to kill him. But hopefully this video helps some people understand the correct way to fight the Titan battles. And, like I said, I've done 28, 29 billion here. I could just swipe gems now and let the Titan kill me, or, whatever. And I would have invested, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, give or take. So it wouldn't be such a huge time issue. And also, Americano is one of the slowest that I do 600 billion with, just because the stall in the game from when he lays down the subs for the countdown gems to trigger. Damage is starting to get significant now. We've already done almost 50. I could be laying down the trap gems with Cena and get a little extra damage when Hogan destroys the board on his second and third hit. He destroys the board. That would add a little, but the goal isn't really Cena's damage. These are both Hype 4, by the way. They're both 7 bronze. You can still do it with Americano, regardless his hype and everything. Since Americano never gets hit, it's really Cena who takes the hits. So if you have a health strat for Cena, and I run a full health entourage even, because I'm not concerned about his damage. So I'm Hall of Fame. I think Goldberg and Michelle McCool in the first 2 spots. And then Santa Hogan adding 50%. Acro Cena adds 25 million. And Striker Cody adds 30% to his health. So he just did his second big hit, and you can see we're almost to 80 billion by then. Still seems a reach that we're only going to take 3 big hits. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. There is a little bit of a change with Americano that I do. I don't know if anybody else does it. But after the third big hit from the Titan, which is going to hit for 255, I think, I won't use the ankle lock anymore. Just the diving headbutt. I'm really just in too much of a hurry and the delay on those countdown gems with the ankle lock. It gets to the point where it drives me crazy. So plus you don't really need it after a certain point. All right, 2 more hits from Hogan and we'll be at his big hit. This is my first attempt speaking on one of these videos, so hopefully my accent's not too terrible. You can see by the damage done to the Titan, we're at, what is that, 165 billion. We got 2 more ankle locks after this. Nice cascade, Hogan. Cena just has so much health. He has 1.8 billion health. So I don't even have to concern myself with trying to heal him. The hits are going to add up to about 600 to 700 million if you're running this setup. So if Cena has over that, you don't have to heal him or anything. If you do have to heal him, it's going to be a little bit longer of a process because Americano won't build up as quick. But this is my last ankle lock. Hopefully we don't have to take another big hit from Hogan. So you can see 375. We've done 224 and change. And this is the 255 million hit. We're going to throw out the traps this time just to show. After Hogan breaks him, he'll lose. He's at 81, 375, 81, so he'll go to 375, 70 about breaking those trap gems. 255 million and 375, 70. Okay. Now, all our hard work with the sub, we're at 375 and just doing his diving headbutt. Takes us to 341, so 34 billion every hit. And we can get 4 of them in per round now. So we'll be doing 130, a little over 130 billion every 4 hits. You can see it goes much quicker, not sitting through the sub. Now Hogan's going to lay down the pyro gems and stuff that he does. I won't do enough to kill him this time, but I will send him into a rage. And for the rage, he'll lay down the pyro and blast gems again. Now, I don't expect everybody to have the same build, the same setup, the same entourage that I have, but hopefully this shows some people how quick it can be done. As you saw, we got to 14 billion, I believe it was, by the Titan's third hit, his first big hit. So it doesn't take that long to help your team, to do your Titan fights, to max out your own personal rewards. You're really going to need hype going forward in the future. So if you're not doing Titan just because it takes too long, it's going to get to the point where you can't really contribute in feud and showdown and all the other areas of the game that your faction does need you. So and you don't have to do 600 billion. Like I said, against Titan 5 tier 5, 3 billion is the max reward you can get. So, and I haven't been paying attention. We're either going to kill him with this hit or the next one. But as you can see, he never got off a fourth big hit. The third big hit was the last one he got, the 255 million. And that's all she wrote. Thanks for watching. If this helped, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and I'll be putting out more.